A wooden box, a whirring sound, a turbaned figure, silent, mechanical, staring across a chessboard. In 1809, this machine beat the most powerful man on earth at that time, Napoleon Bonaparte. In 1780s, it had humiliated one of the smartest, Benjamin Franklin, America's founding father. It toured Europe for 80 years, and people believed it was thinking. But here's the twist. It was all an elaborate deception, a scam. This is the story of the Mechanical Turk, the AI robot that was too good to be true. Vienna, 1770. The Habsburg court is obsessed with the spectacle. Empress Maria Theresa loves demonstrations of science, magnets, electricity, mechanical wonders. Enter Wolfgang von Kempelen, a civil servant, engineer, and showman. He unveils a cabinet about 4 feet long. On top sits a life-sized mannequin in Ottoman attire, turban, mustache, and robe. It's seated behind a chessboard. Kempelen opens the cabinet doors. He shows gears, cogs, clockwork mechanisms. He moves magnets around. He invites the audience to inspect it. Then the Turk sits up, moves its wooden arm, and makes a legal chess move. The room goes silent. This was the age of enlightenment, the age of science and reason. People at that time believed that there were no limits to what a machine could do, and now a machine was playing chess. In the 1780s, the Turk traveled to Paris, and one of its opponents, America's founding father, Benjamin Franklin. Franklin was not just a statesman, he was a scientist, an inventor, one of the smartest men of his time, and a chess enthusiast. He reportedly played the Turk and lost. Years later, in 1809, in Schönbrunn Palace, another famous challenger sits down. Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of France and the most powerful man in the world. Napoleon tests it. He tries an illegal move. The Turk corrects him. Napoleon tries another illegal move. This time, the Turk knocks the pieces over in protest. The audience laughs, and then the game begins properly. Napoleon loses. Think about that moment for a while. The world's most powerful leader defeated by a wooden mannequin. This wasn't just entertainment. This was existential. If a machine could outthink humans, what were humans for? Now let's take a step back, because there was no artificial intelligence at that time. Inside the cabinet was actually a hidden man. The secret was brilliant. When Kempelen opened the doors to show the gears, it was misdirection. The interior was carefully designed with sliding panels and compartments. A skillful chess master, often small in stature, would hide inside. Using magnets under the board, he could see the opponent's moves. He controlled the Turk's arms with levers. He breathed through the hidden ventilation holes. It was claustrophobic, dark, and dangerous, but it worked. Over the decades, several masters operated the Turk, including Johann Algier and later William Schlumberger. After Campelin's death, the machine was sold to the showman Johann Nepomuk Malzel, who brought it to America. It toured the United States. Crowds packed theaters. Newspapers debated, could machines really think? Even Edgar Allan Poe, the famous American writer and poet, wrote an essay in 1836 arguing it was a hoax. He was right, but he couldn't prove it. The illusion lasted until 1854, when a former operator revealed the secret. In 1854, the Turk was destroyed in a fire in Philadelphia. Now here's why the story hits differently today. The Mechanical Turk wasn't AI, but it forced humanity to ask the AI question 2 centuries earlier. Can machines think? That question would echo through the work of Alan Turing, the father of modern computers, during World War II when he built the Turing machine which cracked the German Enigma code. It would resurface when IBM built Deep Blue, the first chess-playing computer which defeated the reigning world champion Garry Kasparov in 1997. And today, as large language models write essays, compose music, and hold conversations, we are asking the same question again. But here's the irony. The first AI that defeated world leaders was powered by human intelligence, hidden, invisible, exploited. The machine got the credit, but the human did the thinking. Imagine being in that cabinet, curled up, sweating, playing against Napoleon. No applause, no recognition, just darkness. History remembers the machine, but the brilliance was human. The Mechanical Turk wasn't just a hoax, it was a mirror. It showed us how badly humans wanted to believe that intelligence could be mechanized. The Mechanical Turk was a fraud, but today AI is not. And that's a big difference. But the reaction of us humans to both is almost identical. That's the pattern. Our anxiety isn't about machines, it's about us getting replaced. A wooden cabinet, a hidden master, an emperor defeated, a founding father puzzled. The first AI that beat the world was a man inside a box. And 200 years later, we are still trying to decide who or what really makes the moves. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. And please consider subscribing, and please do leave a comment. Thank you.